This dream of man was made possible 55 years back when man put the first man-made satellite into the orbit of Earth. That was a watershed moment in the history of mankind. This event inspired millions around the globe. But there was one young boy from a small coal town of Coalwood, West Virginia, USA. For him, it was change of his life. Dear contest chair, fellow Toastmasters and guests, that event changed the life of Homer Hickam Jr. He decided that day to duck the certain future of becoming a coal miner, and he decided to become a rocket engineer instead. He knew his road was full of thorns. He knew it will not be a bed of roses. He faced obstacles like financial problems. His classmates and townsfolk make constant ridicule of him, constant mockery of him. He didn't have the perfect team with him. And adding to that, the constant disapproval of his efforts by his father. But still, he decided to go on and on and on. 34 rockets failed before the one could manage a successful flight. Riding on this success, they entered the National School Science Fair, and beating all obstacles, they went on to win a gold medal and scholarship to the top universities in US. Homer Hickam realized his dream of becoming a NASA engineer. Ladies and gentlemen, we all are like Homer Hickam. We all are constantly trying to build rockets. When not the 100 feet tall towers of metal, we are not rocket scientists. But these are the rockets, we call it our lives. We try to build these rockets which will take their majestic flight to the orbit of our dreams. Indeed, these rockets are very hard to build. One needs the metal of will to create the outer structure, the engine of efforts to put in, the color of sacrifice to paint it, the fuel of passion to be burned by the fire of hard work. But sometimes these rockets fail to take off as planned. Sometimes these rockets fail during the takeoff, midway, or sometimes very close to the destination. For most of us, it feels like the end of the world. It feels like nothing has been left in this world. But we don't realize that failure is simply another opportunity to start again. This time, more intelligently. This was the same philosophy which guided Homer Hickam. He went back again and again to perfect his design until he had the perfect workable design. Pioneers like Homer Hickam, statements like Pandit Nehru, scientists like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, businessmen like Digvijay Ambani, who initially failed at their initial attempts, but at the end tasted success, unknowingly followed a philosophy. Ladies and gentlemen, I call it the rocket paradigm. The rocket paradigm simply encompasses the idea that our life is like a rocket, and that we should keep on building it until it takes the flight to its destination for which it is intended to. People like Homer Hickam, Dhirubhai Ambani, Pandit Nehru, or APJ Abdul Kalam Azad didn't stop when they faced obstacles. They didn't give up on their dreams when they faced failures. They went on and on and on. The rocket paradigm simply reiterates the idea that failure is neither permanent nor fatal. So you all tell me, why we fear failure then? In fact, if you are smart enough, like me, then you can make something good out of it. So you must all be wondering how to do that. Well, I did the same thing actually, what James Cameron did with the Titanic. James Cameron took the tragedy of a failure of a ship which was declared to be unthinkable. He made a movie out of that, a very tragic and very heartwarming movie out of that, which went on to win 11 Oscars. Now you all must be wondering what I did. I did the same thing. I took my own tragedy, created a very emotional, inspirational, and a heartwarming speech out of it. And then, which melted judges' hearts, which made people go, wow, what a great speaker he is. Man, you're a perfect speaker. And anyhow, I didn't win any Oscars, but that speech helped me to sail through club level and area level contests and gave me the chance to stand in front of you, to blabber about whatever I want to. And the best part is, nobody can stop me before 7 minutes 30 seconds. Well, I will stop eventually. But before that, I would like to say that if I am today standing in front of you, laughing and delivering this speech, it is because of this rocket paradigm. I have learned that success and failure makes the cycle of life go round. And whenever I feel fear, or whenever I feel in distress, I remember the words said by Michael Jordan. He has said, I can accept failure, but I cannot accept not trying. That makes me go on and on and on. That helps me to get going. So I have decided to keep building my rocket. Ladies and gentlemen, dear contest chair, fellow Toastmasters and guests, today I stand in front of you and I urge all of you to keep building your rockets. Decide where your rocket will go and keep on working it. And if still your mind is filled with fear of failure or any other doubts, if your mind gets clouded with these fears and doubts, just remember the rocket paradigm. Careers like rockets don't always take on time. Careers like rockets don't always take on time. The key is to keep working on engines. Thank you.